Hi, this is Michael from thetradingauthority.com. We're looking at some of the tools that we use in our trading room to set up trades in different systems. And we teach several different systems in our room to our DST clients and our members. For one reason, because we want to be diversified in the market. We know that the market goes up, goes down, goes sideways, and we want models that perform in each one of those conditions to smooth out or blend our equity curve. But number two, we know that traders have different trading styles and personalities, and we want people to be comfortable with the model. Some people are comfortable with a trending model. Some people like to counter trend. We accommodate that. But one of the things that we do and we teach is learning how to read charts like a book from left to right. As a trial member, you'll hear Todd in the room, and he'll use the words "look left." And what happens in your mind is you begin to understand the charts lay out or give you an argument for positions. And you've always heard things like old support becomes new resistance, old resistance becomes new support. But all of these things, apart from and aside from a trading plan, will do you no good. And in essence, one of the things I tell people is learn to look for legs. Learn to identify legs, understand what a leg looks like, understand these bursts of speed, these bursts of energy, and there's some tools that we can use if you want to change it to a different color to see it easier. You know, in this case, orange looks great. But begin to see and understand these legs and how the market moves in these bursts of rest and growth, rest and growth. 6 days of work, 1 day of rest. You see that rhythm in the market. Okay? The other thing I want you to see and identify are these clusters of support and resistance. Here we have a double top high, a sideways consolidation, a lower outside return, and then we break through that high right here. Okay, let's label that on our chart. We break through that high this morning right here at 1034. We punch through, we form another high, and then look at what happens. Okay, let's get rid of some of this noise right here. We have a punch through to a new high, clearly where we have gone from bullish, lower lows and lower highs, to a lower outside return, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now at this point in the market, we see the market is overbought on our RSI if we look at confirmation, and we expect an outside return. We expect another one of these. Okay, we don't care what they say on CNBC. We're seeing higher highs and higher lows. So again, we have a higher high. Where might these buyers take profit and allow new buyers to come in and drive into a new high? Well, look left. We see here a period of resistance that we broke through. Old resistance becomes new support. And when you begin to look at your charts this way, you see that the model, the charts are telling you these areas where people might come in. So now if you are using fibs and using confluence, here we have a leg up. The 50% lines up with that. We also have 1, 2, 3 legs up if we draw the fibs on that entire move for the morning. We see confluence now. We have a 38 fib, a 50 fib, and prior structure support. So we might take a trade based on an additional indicator. And looking down here, we don't want to draw fibs on the RSI. That's a lesson for another day. Look at how they drive down into an oversold condition at 1050 to prior structure resistance at 2 other fibs. So if we clean up this chart, let's go back and build the argument. We see higher highs and higher lows. We see a punch through this resistance area, so we know that this is resistance turning into support. We're looking for confirmation that this area might be a level they jump off of. So we are building a case. We see here that there's an oversold condition right here. We also know that from this morning, from drawing our fibs, that we've got a 38 fib right here. Okay, if you see that. And we also know from looking at the leg that we drew here to the top, we have a 50 fib. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of confirmation that this might be a continuation at this area right here from 816 quarter to 815.75. And sure enough, they launch off of it 16 into 1950, 3.5 points, or $175 per contract traded. And you can use any one of a number of things for a stop. You can use underneath the fib at the 62 right here at 814, or you could use the prior structure support here at this lower low. But what we teach are models that incorporate these tools into a tradable, back-testable system. You can see it's difficult to sort of pull this out as it's happening live, but we teach models where there are specific setups where we look for these legs and we look for 4 or 5 conditions to line up, and when they do, bang, we're in. So really what I want you guys to understand is, let's grab all this junk and take it off. Look for legs. Begin to identify the legs, and then begin to look for structure support and structure resistance. You'll be amazed at how your eyes are sort of pulled open to the fact that, okay, we're looking for, we punch through, we expect a higher high. If we're counter trend trader now, we pull in our fib extensions on the legs that we just saw, and we see the 62 right here. And shock of all shocks, it falls back down to an outside return high at prior structure support. So begin to use these tools, begin to understand how they work, draw them on legs on your chart, do some homework. Look for prior structure support and resistance. Notice how the market returns there and tests it before it breaks new highs, in this case 2 times. And that's a conversation for another day, because now we have divergence between those two. My name is Michael from the Trading Authority. I hope I'm opening your eyes to some new tools that you may or may not have been using before. We teach them in our course. People that go through our course understand them, and understand, more importantly, how to use them as part of a trading plan. We set up specific trades and setups that are quantifiable, that are back-testable, that are reliable with known risk and reward ratios. This is a business, not a hobby. We're in it to be net profitable. Please take advantage of the trial offer at the end of this video. Be our guest in our house for a week. No credit cards. We won't ask you for money. We just want you to look over our shoulder and see if what we're doing makes sense to you. My name is Michael from the Trading Authority. I look forward to seeing you guys in it. If you feel the preceding video was a valuable tool to you, we'd like to encourage you to go deeper by visiting our website at thetradingauthority.com. Click on the free live room trial button to receive over 2 hours of exclusive trading psychology videos and 1 entire week of live coaching and mentoring with master trader Todd Brown as he demonstrates his exclusive dynamic structured trading system live. Simply fill in your name and email address and wait for the logon instructions to arrive. Don't wait to take control of your trading education. Take advantage of this free offer now.